For you, Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee? Has it started?
Yeah.
Been here all night. Jake on Film is at the Fighting Spirit Film Festival in Stratford. We're here to talk about Kung Fu, interview some people, and then just see what happens. Why don't you join us? Welcome to Jake on Film, exploring the outer edges of the film universe. After sleeping under the stars and almost being melted on the hottest day of the year, Jake on Film finally arrived at the Fighting Spirit Film Festival. We were there to uphold its mantra, to support, promote, connect, inspire, and recognise. Even more important than this, we wanted to test the knowledge of the participants with a series of killer questions, all to win the coveted Jake on Film keyring, a truly priceless artefact. After drinking in some wonderful air conditioning, with a litany of short films, we caught up with some of the talent. YouTube sensation Cameron's son. We were just talking about your lovely feature Spider Chan,
Yes.
which is at the festival. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Oh yes, so Spider Chan is, from the title you might be able to guess, it's a Spider-Man and Jackie Chan mashup action fan film. Yeah, and that's it.
Amazing. And you've got a YouTube channel, I think about 1 million subscribers, something like that?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, it's called Cam's Creations. I do a lot of like VFX, action, comedy stuff, usually inspired by just things I'm fans of, like comic books, like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Jackie Chan, sort of stuff that I grew up loving. And then my hope is that there's an audience out there who might think that stuff too.
Well, I think there is. There certainly is. How did you get into it in the first place?
I think I got into YouTube stuff when I was in high school. I watched, there were early YouTubers called like Freddie Wong, Corridor Digital, Smosh. They actually got me into making little movies of my own, and they show that there was like an avenue to be creative in the filmmaking world outside of like big Hollywood productions. So I started making stuff just on YouTube, but now I'm trying to become like a proper filmmaker as well. So sort of coming to film festivals and then making shorts that I think both work well on the internet, but hopefully I want to see them on the big screen too. So trying to do both.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, you should check it out. We're talking about John Witch as well, which is also a great short on there. Star of Prey, Julia Hurrell.
My head was hurting for some time. Yeah, especially after rehearsal, because it was very intense. We had like 1-2 days for rehearsal for like all fighting scenes. So that was really intense. So I was like completely dead after.
How long did it take to film?
We did like 2 weeks, I think. It was pretty quick because we didn't have time, but yeah, we did what we did.
Director of Swollen, Daniel Pedersen.
My film got nominated, which I'm very happy about, and yeah, I think it's kind of the perfect festival for my film actually. It's a bit of a tribute to mixed martial arts, and I'm just also very happy to be able to pitch to Action Extreme for a feature film, so yeah, why not?
Nice, brilliant. I think we just saw it. We just saw the short films, and yeah, there was mixed martial arts. And I think did you have a cameo in there?
I did. I was the first person you saw in the film. I did have a cameo.
I thought I recognised you from that. What was the inspiration behind the film?
Well, actually, I'm just a huge mixed martial arts fan, and I watched UFC for many years. And ever since, like, you know, the female fighters have like exploded on the scene, I just was wondering what would it be like to date a female fighter, and that's sort of the inspiration actually.
Yeah, which is great. Something you don't normally see. It's like the other side of it.
I mean, yeah, exactly. You've seen so many films, if it's Rocky or Creed or all these fight films, they always have like a wife at home who's really worried about them fighting. But like, yeah, why not try and switch the roles and let's see what happens, you know?
Yeah, it's great. And was she a trained fighter, the actress in the film?
Yeah, I mean, so I auditioned a bunch of different fighters, like world champion Muay Thai fighter, Danish champion in boxing. And she was like a good in-between of having some acting experience and some fighting experience. And I think she did a terrific job and very believable, both as a fighter but also in the role, actually.
Yeah, definitely. Singaporean action star and Taco Bell enthusiast, Jonathan Chung.
Yeah, I'm just here to connect with filmmakers, get to know people around, and my film will be screened tomorrow at the festival itself. Yeah.
And can you tell us a bit about the film?
Yeah, so basically this is the first film I directed. It is my 10th film. I've been mainly producing my own films. I don't direct. So it's my first directorial film, and this film is a remake of the very first action film I did when I entered the industry. So that was when I was 18, now I'm 26. So yeah, it's like a throwback.
Nice. So you've improved upon the original idea.
It's like trying to show people, I think it's more of showing people that this is how much I've grown as a person, not only as a filmmaker, as a person, because I went through a lot more things in life, so the way how I looked at life is also different. So I think that's the main important thing.
Okay. And in your day job, you do stunts, is that right?
Yeah, so in my day job, the one that pays the bills, I do stunts and I do acting as well, but mainly more stunts because that pays more somehow. And yeah, but the main goal is really to do acting and film directing, my own stuff. That's the goal, to make it full-time, actually. Yeah.
And you also, do you practice Kung Fu as well?
Yeah, so I do boxing, Muay Thai, and I do Chinese Kung Fu, which is Zhao Ga Fist. So I train in spear, sword, blades, double daggers and stuff. So I've been doing that for like, not really long, but like 2-3 years kind of thing. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Yeah.
Nice. For you, Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee?
Oof, God. Jackie Chan. Bruce Lee for me. Bruce Lee.
Jackie Chan, man.
Jackie. Yeah, it's got to be Jackie. He's much more dynamic. I mean, Bruce Lee, he did absolutely incredible things, and he's captivating to watch on the camera with his charisma and his looks. But like, I love the shapes that Jackie throws out, and I'm talking about Jackie before he went to America.
Jackie Chan. Yeah.
Nice.
I had to go with Bruce Lee though. Like, I mean, Jackie Chan is up there, but Bruce Lee for me. Yeah.
Jackie Chan.
Nice, tricky one.
Bruce Lee, but I think Jackie's stuff is so much more fun and entertaining because he adds a comedic aspect to it, and also sometimes he's less badass in a way where he's always overwhelmed, which makes him more relatable because he's always like on the back foot a little bit, which is fun.
We then took in Donnie Yen's second film as a director, Sakura. The Starburst review can be found here. Next up, we were treated to a fine demonstration from author and 6th Dan Goju Ryu karate expert, Goran Powell, and then a reading from fellow author and martial artist Chris Bradford. We then managed to corner them for a chat. I remember reading that you've written a book about your own journey in martial arts, and it's a 30-man Kumite Kumite challenge. And what martial art do you study?
I study karate, Goju-Ryu, and when I joined the association that I'm with now, after about a year, I was kind of invited to do a 30-man lineup, which is 30 fights, one after the other. At first I said no, it was too much, but later on I kind of got myself together. I said yes, I trained up for it, I did it, I had all the sort of ups and downs, the fears and eventually success of doing it, and it was very moving for me, and it moved me along a long way in my martial arts. So I wrote an article originally, and that was featured in traditional karate, and then extended it into a book. And that's where it all started.
I see.
And this is the kind of thing that makes my books different, is I do what's in these books. So I go and I train in the style that needs to be in these books, whether it's ninjutsu, iaido, kenjutsu, and then I go and write about them. And this is kind of what's really appealed to readers, because if you're a martial artist and you read this book, you recognise it. And what's even nicer, it inspires people to do martial arts.
Yeah, no, it's great. And am I right in saying Aidos are the sort of sword fighting?
Yeah. So Iaido's the sword fighting. It's Kenjutsu's more of the actual sword fighting, because that's the art of the sword. The Iaido, a bit like judo, is a gentler way, and that's where you're learning to cut and be precise and do lots of katas with the sword. So in real life, if you needed to, you could apply that in effect.
No, brilliant. No, it's amazing. Yeah, the fact you've actually trained in it and then you write about it is it's a great sort of combination of the two. Grandmaster Samuel Kwok gave a demonstration before Yes Madam was screened. You know our thoughts on this film by now. Finally, Iranian martial arts film Layers of Lies premiered. Without further ado, the first question is, can you name Jackie Chan's directorial debut?
No.
I like that honesty.
Gosh, that he directed. Oh, that's a tricky one.
Jackie Chan's first film as a director. I'm gonna get this wrong, man.
No, I don't.
I would say Project A.
It's not.
It's not Project A, right?
No.
Dragon Lord?
I would say Young Master.
Young Master.
Not the Young Master.
Was it one of the police stories? It was like Police Story 3 or something?
Mediterranean?
No. Is that his film? Okay, I thought that was
I'll give it to you. There's a couple of wrong answers, but you did get there in the end.
In the end, yeah. I'm getting old, I'm getting rusty, mate.
Do you know how many times Jet Li has played Wong Fei Hung?
4. 4 times.
Was it 4?
Once Upon a Time China 1, 2, 3.
First 3 for sure.
Once Upon a Time China America.
Last Hero in China.
And any TV? Any TV? No.
Then maybe he's made some guest appearances, and I'm gonna say 6 times.
Last Hero in China.
Last Hero in China 5.
5.
5.
Correct.
That's right. It's correct.
Correct.
Oh, 5. Oh, shit.
It's 5.
Oh, no.
5 is correct. 5 is right. And then, do you know how old Bruce Lee was when he died?
Too young.
Correct.
I'm gonna say 36.
36?
Goodness, man. Like, this is. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. Like, this is a fake guy.
32.
I'm gonna say 31.
32.
32. 31, 32. 31.
It's 32. 32. I'll give you that one. I mean, we had that. It's 32. He's a young man. He's a very young man. Do you know how old the Fighting Spirit Film Festival is?
9 years.
This is the 8th year.
Nice.
It is 8 years old.
You got it.
8 years, is it?
8 years.
Yeah.
8 years. 8 years.
Are you serious?
Wow, you're great, man. I wouldn't know that.
Yes. It says on the poster.
Yeah. Also, the film makes an age. That's
That's it.
I just learned.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys. Absolute pleasure. That's for you. As we once again breathed in the stale, hot night air. What a day. And what a festival. And what's the greatest kung fu film ever made?
Oh, greatest kung fu film.
Oh, man, that is really difficult.
It's tricky.
Prodigal Son.
I think I'm gonna have to say
Crystal Fist for me. My personal favourite, Crystal Fist. Billy Chong.
Ooh, don't know that one.
I think it's
Drunken Master.
Ooh, straight out of the bag on that. Love it.
Yeah, no question. But if you look at the Drunken Master, for me, it's got to be with the old rank English VHS dubbing.
This is maybe a bit controversial, but I would actually say Everything Everywhere All at Once. I would consider that a kung fu film, and I actually think it's one of the greatest films ever made.
But Enter the Dragon, and then you've got House of Flying Daggers. You've got all these movies. But Police Story probably got me into it because it used humour as well, and it tells a story, and that's what I liked about Jackie Chan.
Fearless. Jet Li's Fearless. 霍元甲.
Great film.
one of the Ip Man films. I think is one. I don't know which one. Maybe I'll say the first one is the classic.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Get back. Nice.